Welcome back to the weekend edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. Our subject tonight is debt, and you can get in touch with us on our social media handles at dr.Kingori and at NTV Kenya. Our guest on the show tonight is one of the richest men in the country. He's the richest DJ. He's a blogger, new face. Ladies and gentlemen, Kirubi. Thank you. I'll go straight to the point. I'll just, with the question, I know it's a burning question from everyone, hata mwenye ana watch at home. When was the last time you felt the pains of January?
I only feel the pain of January by December because I have to give my workers lots of bonuses, lots of advances. Otherwise, for me, apana.
Everyone must be so jealous of you because you've written about how people end up in debt in January.
Yes.
Kusota kabisa. Yeah. Where it's about the money you spend. So it means you have something to spend in January.
January blue, yes. Yes. We all spend more than we earn, and we end up in trouble. What you earn, you must put a saving for rainy days, for doing something better. If you have an expensive girlfriend, tell her goodbye, look for a cheaper one.
How hiyo ni fitina hiyo. Hiyo ni kelele ya fitina. Yes. See, how do you get to that point?
Fitina, hata girlfriend akiwa na a boyfriend who is a pauper.
Yes.
Leave him. Go. Look for a better one.
How do you know that it's time that you can buy a car now?
You know, it depends. When you have no money, you have little salary. You calculate how much can I put away to save for a car. You don't buy the car first and start saving.
Okay, yeah, very legit.
Okay?
Yes.
You save, and when you have enough, you go and buy one Mutumba car, right? Yeah. Then you continue saving, and you sell your Mutumba, you buy a little better car. That way you can grow. But you know, when you want to start working, and you want to buy a BMW, because the girls will like you.
See, it's because you've said that if someone has a girlfriend and you're cheap, they should leave you. So you need to do something about that.
But empty pockets are worse than those, you know, when you have empty pockets, you have debts. It's worse than a guy with no debts and has nothing.
You're breaking so many hearts out here. Ukisema, hakuna shortcut ya kununua gari.
Hakuna.
Without...
Unless you sell your wife that I saw here.
But that guy just devalued wives. Aliuza bibi yake 900, so you can't...
No. If she's beautiful, you can bargain for better price.
Okay.
I'm sure there's somebody who read The Mayor of Castor Bridge. There was a book called Mayor of Castor Bridge I read one time. Okay. This guy, they were so poor, he sold his wife for a bag of food. But eventually he became a mayor. And he went back after many years and they bought his wife back. And nobody knew that it was his wife. They didn't know the story. And that guy was so rich, every woman wanted him. Okay. But he went back for that old woman. So when he married her, the women went talking. They said, oh my, did you see our mayor? He waited so long for so little.
If you want to convince your wife to sell her, go buy that book.
Yeah.
It will work for you. It's worked before. You had you wrote about something very educative about how to plan for December holidays, because that's how people end up in debt in January. Kuna watu sahi wakionyesha wanasikia uchungu sana. How do they avoid making the same mistake?
You know, if you want to go for Christmas to Mombasa at the end of the year, you start planning in January.
Okay.
You start saving. If you want to take a girl with you and you know she's permanent near you, they are never permanent, but if she is, you ask her also to start saving.
Yes.
Because these days, if a girl is working and you are working, she should not be looking at you everywhere you go. She stands back. Modos, babe. No. In Sweden,
Yes.
girls will not let you buy them a drink. You produce your money for your glass of beer, they produce theirs.
That's the problem. We
Right.
are not colonized by Sweden. We could have had such.
We are colonized by exploitation.
Okay.
You should not exploit one another.
Has someone ever run away with your money?
Oh, many. Debt is the bigger generator of separation between you and your friends.
Okay.
Just don't lend to friends. Take them to the bank and say, please borrow from my bank.
That's another tip from
Right.
someone who was actually listed as the top 40, among the top 40 richest men in Africa way back in 2011. So what you pick from that is, if you want to break up with someone, lend them money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because why are they borrowing? Do they have a plan how to pay you back?
Yes.
You should ask them, do you have a plan how you're paying me back this money? How did you get into this debt? If they have no plan,
Okay.
just contribute if they're in danger. If they're in trouble, give them donation because you can keep a friend.
The government owes the county government 66 billion or more, so they say, they report. What do you make of that? The government is not following advice from...
You know, you know these counties,
Yes.
they are government babies. They are fed by same government. They say government owes them money. If government doesn't give them money, they cannot pay their workers.
Okay.
So when they take a property that government never paid rates for many, many years,
Okay.
and call it a debt and is their debt, they were not even there when that debt was accumulated. How are they counting that is a debt?
Okay.
Two, when they get that money, what do? They plan trips to go and see how Chinese eat, so they can come and teach their people. Which county have you ever seen those commissioners come back and teach their people anything? One thing,
Okay.
have they ever written a document for anybody to learn from?
Okay.
But how many trips have they all made? I grew up thinking, if you take 1 shilling from 1,000 bob, it is no longer 1,000 bob, right?
But it's enough to get a wife. Now, how do you...
How much money have you got in your pocket?
In my pocket?
Yeah.
I don't carry money on set.
Oh.
I don't carry money on set.
Okay, you are forgiven. How many of you have 10,000 bob in your pocket? They are pocket money. When you walk in the street, something could happen to you.
See, that's
I can produce if he allows me.
how much money do you have in your pocket?
I don't know. Let me. Do I have?
Security. Security.
Africans are not born to be poor. We have the same opportunity like the Japanese, the French, the British, the Americans. It's only we don't use our talents. We don't think hard enough. We got to work hard. And don't say there are no opportunities. You create your own opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's free advice from one of the richest men in the country. Chris Kirubi, thank you very much for coming on our show.
I'm happy.
Thank you. That was Chris Kirubi, ladies and gentlemen, giving you free advice. Yes. And we've been talking about debt. That has been our focus tonight. And there is one debt that we've not mentioned at all. It's the most popular. A promise is a debt. Yes, a promise is a debt. And there's one that we really need to follow up as Kenyans, first of all. We've been promised peace in these coming elections. That's a debt that these politicians have to pay this year. Hiyo ni deni yetu. Ama ni aje? Yeah. Thank you very much. That's it for the weekend edition tonight. See you next week. I am Dr. Kingori.